I'm going to be throwing this up, so let me just eat everything I possibly can.
Why do you want to shrink into nothing?
So how do you feel coming in here?
Overwhelmed?
Oh, God. Where did you take me, woman?
I can see your bones right there. That's not normal. I'm done. Now that I'm making the change, you're done? That's just gonna set me up for a binge and purge. Gabby. Gab, stop. My name is Gabby. I'm 23 years old. My sister, Rochelle, and I are identical twins. I live in a house with my sister's fiance, and my nephew. I binge and purge at least 10 times a day. Can I get a #1 with grilled onions? I purged in the grocery store, the drugstore. I purged in the bushes. If she's not binging and purging, she'll just lie on her bed in her room with the door closed. I mean, I'm scared for her, but I feel like there's nothing I can do anymore.
What are you doing? Go away. Go away.
And this is when I start to feel dizzy and my heart beats really fast and I get really cold.
Don't you think you should stop them?
Nothing stops me.
It's like seeing someone you love slowly die. You can tell she's unhealthy.
It's not like how I want it to be, but it's...
How do you want it to be?
I just want like this bulge to go away. I don't know why everyone else thinks I'm skinny because I'm not. And you can't even see my ribs.
I think my sister is so addicted to binging and purging because maybe that's all she feels like she can control because so much has happened in her life. When we were younger, me and Gabby were like best friends. I always felt like I had to be more protective over Gabby because she's younger, even though we're only a minute apart.
Growing up, there was constant fighting between my mom and my dad. It would scare me a lot.
I saw my mom and dad fighting and throwing things at each other. My mom would constantly tell Gabby and I how much she hated our dad and how he was no good.
My parents divorced when I was 7. Growing up, whenever like my sister got good grades, my mom would brag about how smart my sister is when there was really nothing to brag about me. When I turned 10, I started to go on diets and use laxatives. As I lost weight, my mom started to notice, and at first I got like really big compliments. But then everything just went out of control and people started to get worried, I guess.
Junior year of high school, we found out our mom had lung cancer.
She passed away within 4 months when I was 16.
After our mom died, Gabby and I fought really violently.
My sister would say that she wished I died a lot, and she would often hit me. During my senior year of high school, things got really bad between us, and my sister decided to move to France with my dad. The year without my sister gave me a chance to become my own person. I had my own friends. I had a boyfriend. I started to pursue education in nursing. During that year, I was almost eating disorder free. When my sister finally moved home, within a couple days, my eating disorder came right back.
Your shirt doesn't even fit you. Look at your bones. I can see your bones right there. That's not normal.
I had to move home with my sister. I had nowhere else to go.
I'm 7 months pregnant and expecting a little girl. We already have a 2-year-old.
Auntie, you gonna eat a cookie too?
Yeah.
No.
The last thing we wanted was to have to take care of Gabby, too. I don't want my kids to ever go through what Gabby is going through.
I love Logan so much, and he means so much to me. But I know my sister doesn't want him to see my behaviors because he's growing up so fast.
My son's a little over 2, and it's, she's throwing up at 3 in the morning, it's waking him up, and it's not a healthy environment to raise a child. We've taken it as long as possible. Gabby, if you do not finally get help, then that's it. You have to leave the house.
If my sister takes me in, I'll probably end up in a shelter. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Gabby? Hi, how are you today? I'm Dr. Dale Prokopec. It's nice to meet you. Right now, what we're going to do is determine whether or not there are any problems with your body associated with this eating disorder, okay? Take deep breaths. Did you know that the rhythm of your heart was a little bit irregular? Okay, so we're going to send you over to get your blood drawn. We're going to do an EKG, we're going to get a bone density, and it's going to take about a week to get all those blood tests back. And then I want you to come back here, and we're going to sit down and go through the results together. Sound like a plan?
I will eat out of the trash. If I see something that somebody's thrown away that I'm like, oh my God, I want that, I take it. It's disturbing what I do. My name is Jennifer. I'm 32 years old. I am an actor-comedian. I live in New York City with my best friend and comedy partner, Ilana. Everything with me is extremes. Black and white, binge, purge, starve. I could start off with a normal meal, and then at some point along the way, it kind of turns into me overeating, and then I realize I'm going to be throwing this up, so let me just eat everything I possibly can. I try to wake up every morning and say, okay, new day, I got it under control. And then it kind of starts again.
I couldn't stop the obsession.
When I binge, sometimes I just throw in the towel and it's everything I can get my hands on. I can never turn down free food or samples or anything. And so I'm like, sure. And then somebody else is like, here, want a breadstick? Sure. Well,
to keep Jen from going through the trash, I put it down the garbage disposal. That's disgusting!
Then I desperately grab frantically at the food she's trying to throw away. It's like wet cake and I'm stuffing it in my mouth.
This isn't even funny. This isn't funny. I'm not laughing this time. I'm not.
I use humor a lot to deal with this, to deflect emotions. But there's a very serious issue going on. I can't go through the day without every minute thinking of food, body, calories. You're fat, you're never gonna get skinny if you don't stop doing this or that. Feeling awful about what I ate, wanting things and not letting myself have them. It's just nonstop. I would just love to step in somebody's shoes that doesn't have these problems and see how they live for a day. Because I don't think I've had a day like that since I was a kid.
Jennifer has been a fighter because she has been through